We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tennessee Titans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Cup 19! Cup 19! Mustang 19!
Willis going to look to throw first play. Flush to his right. This one downfield to Burks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
Dragon 60! 70 Lions! Warriors 70! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
Willis looking to throw on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. The Titans at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and 3.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 19 Charger! 19!
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans! Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go! Ready?
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A man who played his college ball here in the Volunteer State of Memphis, Antonio Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Gibson again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Got it? Shot, 17.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Pass complete to Addison. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From midfield, here's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Let's go now. Trail green. 22 needle. Set.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Ready. Ready. Cycle. Striker. 3-3.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Check. Strike.
Once more, Gibson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Treylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 30. Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tennessee Titans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Off of play action, here's Lance. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play in the game, CeeDee, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Willis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Lance wants to change him up. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll go again with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Titans, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come 19, come 19.
They do go for this. Here's Willis. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Running on 1st down, Ekeler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down, here's Willis. He gets this one to Burks. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Willis. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Lamb will go in motion. On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Lance looking to change it up. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the counter, Gibson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Willis's throw taken in by Ridley here.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. A give to Gibson running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Addison hauls it in. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Willis. He's got a man, complete. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Ekeler from 17 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 86 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. To throw, it's Lance. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A give running right, Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Touchdown, Vikings! CeeDee Lamb as the 1st half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
Willis looking to throw on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
Right back to the air with Willis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
On first down, Willis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as
as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. The 20. Flop, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And Lance now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Let's take it inside his own 40. Shows his strength at the 50. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Treylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On the option, here's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 7. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Titans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. CeeDee Lamb, 26 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Powering his way forward. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
18 runners. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 10 to 11. 10 to 11.
First and 10, it's Willis. He completes it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Willis now off of play action. Steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 34. Willis looking to throw it. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
79 Broncos. 19 Titans. 19 Titans. 18 Pioneers.
Willis out of the gun. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10.
Cut back team.
Willis to throw once more. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chig Okonkwo from 21 yards away. And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring the... Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
from the 25. Here's 2nd and 6. Quickly to Addison here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Lance now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Desperation time here. Lance. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
They'll start things on the ground, but now this is going to be a reverse. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Ekeler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, here's Gibson again. And now off to the races down the right side. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Vikings. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want
Really?
to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Track 60.
Now back to throw. And he will slide down with a good gain.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake. Lance. That's caught by Addison. Gets past one man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Now Lance. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This is 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tennessee, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.